Hey, welcome to Films and Things. Sorry, I haven't made a video in a while, but my family's moving, so we've been packing and stuff. Um, Today I will be reviewing a great movie. It's Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. Uh, this movie is one of his little-known movies. He's one of my favorite directors, but he's most notably known for Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Bastards, which is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. And recently he's made Django Unchained, and Hateful Eight just came out. I saw it in the theaters. I have it on Blu-ray actually, but it's in a box. But this movie's really good. It has Kurt Russell is the main character in it, and it's got a whole bunch of people that are in Quentin Tarantino's movies but don't play big roles. But in this movie they got to, play big roles because it's not the biggest movie. It was featured in Grindhouse, which was Quentin Tarantino and his buddy Robert Rodriguez. If you've ever seen his movies, he makes Sin City and stuff. But he made a movie about Planet Terror, that's what it's called. It's about a lady with a machine gun for a leg. I've never actually seen it, but they played the movies together in the theater, like one after another. So it was like a 4-hour long feature thing, and Quentin Tarantino made Death Proof because of that. And the movie is basically Kurt Russell is the stuntman Mike. I'm pretty sure it's Stuntman Mike, and he has this car that's like has a skull on it and stuff. And what he does is he picks up women and like to be like, hey, do you want to ride home? And he picks them up, and then he runs his car into stuff, and his car's a stuntman car, and it's death proof, but only if you're in the driver's seat. So basically, he can hit anything and survive, but the lady next to him, or the people he hit, will die because they're not death proof. He's death proof. But he ends up messing with the wrong women, and does not work out for him in the end. But yeah, I like this movie a lot. Some people don't like this movie. Quentin Tarantino even said that this is his worst movie he ever made, which, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Jackie Brown. I've seen all of his movies. He's probably my favorite director. He's in the top 5 best directors of all time. He's up there with Stanley Kubrick, Fellini, the Coen brothers. I love the Coen brothers. I saw Fellini's 8.5. It's supposed to be one of the best movies of all time, and I didn't get it. So if someone would like to, if they see this, if you'd like to give your take of 8.5 in the comments, or make a video and send it to me, I'd love to see your take on 8.5, because I watched it. It was brilliantly directed. It kind of threw me off because it was in Italian, so it's a lot of reading, but it's really well shot. And Quentin Tarantino loves that movie too. This dancing scene in Pulp Fiction is supposed to be derived from a scene in that movie, and it's pretty close if you watch the movie. But yeah, I like this movie. I'd probably give it 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, somewhere around there. It's worth watching. If you're a big Quentin Tarantino fan, you'll like it. I watched the whole movie actually, and every time there was a cigarette packet, I'd pause the movie and get really close to the TV to see if it was a Red Apple cigarettes, because that's the cigarette company he uses in his movies so that he doesn't have product placement, because he hates product placement. But there aren't very many Red Apple cigarette packets. He actually uses a couple of brands. There's a Red Apple cigarette ad in it, and you guys should see if you can find the ad. But yeah, I I don't have a physical album to show you guys like I had Timber Timber last time, but I'd like to talk about a, a band that's really good. The Shins, they're from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'm from New Mexico, so you know, they're from really close to me. But the Shins, Wincing the Night Away, they got a really cool album cover. I'm going to get it on vinyl soon. I would have taken out a new vinyl or something that I had, but I moved it already. But yeah, Wincing the Night Away, it's really alternative music, you know, there's some hip hop beats, but it's really calming. My favorite song by them is Red Rabbit, so it's really good. You should check it out. It's totally different from Timber Timber though. Timber Timber kind of has a creepy vibe. I actually got the new records I got Timber Timber's first two records, which they released on what do you call it, a self-published label, and they are Cedar Shakes and Medicinal. And I'd have to say that Medicinal was not the best album, but Cedar Shakes is a fantastic album. I used to like the song on it called Home, but the song after that song on the album is great too. They're a great band, you should check them out. But the Shins, Wincing the Night Away is my favorite one of their albums, but I really can't, I really don't like their other albums. Wincing the Night Away is great though. I listen to that whole album all the time whenever I'm feeling down or something. I listen to that album, but yeah, um, I'm moving in with my grandparents, so you know, it's gonna be a different scenery if I ever do this again. Uh, they have a cat poster in their office behind, so you'll get to see a cat poster. Yay! Yeah, my family's moving away, and I get to move in with my grandparents so I can finish off high school in town. But again, thanks for watching. Wincing the Night Away by the Shins. Check it out. I'd give that album a 10 out of 10. It's fantastic. The movie, it's Death Proof, starring Kurt Russell. I'd give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. Great movie. I love the ending. Some people hate the ending. My dad hates the ending, but I love the ending. And Tom Cruise really said this, if you were wondering. Thanks for watching.